Hey y'all, so if you're watching this, thank you for purchasing my curling class, and today we're going to be learning how to achieve this wave look that I did on my client on a synthetic unit. You can also use this method or this way of curling on human hair too, but this is how I achieved this curl look on my synthetic units. So I started out using 250 degrees on my flat irons. Now I would suggest, I don't really know what kind of flat irons you guys use or how hot they get, so I would suggest just starting on a lower temperature, because I started 250 and my flat irons are kind of old, so they don't really get that hot. So I don't really need to go that high with my temperature. But I start out flat ironing the hair. And this curl that I get, how I do them is really like, if you've ever curled with a Marcel curling iron, it's really curling like that. Like I'm feeding the hair into the flat iron and then just unraveling it like a wand curler kind of. So starting out, you're going to take a subsection and you are going to go in with your flat iron and you are going to turn it under. And when you turn it under, that first one, you can slide it down, and then you're going to start feeding the hair into the flat iron. So you're going to click, click, click your flat irons and keep turning, click and turn, click and turn. And the reason I'm doing this is because, well, this hair is long, so it won't really go through the whole flat iron and make a curl. You're going to have to set the heat into the hair for it to actually make a curl, because it's not human hair. So you need to give as much heat as it can take to hold this curl that you're trying to put in there, if that makes sense. So you're just going to keep feeding the hair into it. And I leave a little piece out, like on the bottom there. I leave that little straight piece out and I unravel it. And then at the end, that piece gets straightened out. And that's how you get that wave curl. And it's going to be like that. It's going to look like that form until the end. When we comb it out, it's going to look how it looked in the first video I showed you guys. So again, you want to take a small subsection. You don't want the sections to be too big, because the heat won't grasp all of the hair if the section is too big. So you want it a little section, not too big. So yeah, you're going to keep turning your flat irons. It's a lot of wrist work in curling synthetic hair. And the reason I say you can use this same method on human hair is because you can, but on synthetic hair, it takes longer, because you really have to take your time and feed that hair into it. If you go in with your flat irons as well, and you realize that once you flat iron it, the hair, like your flat iron stops midway, you're trying to flat iron it, then that means that your flat iron is too hot and it'll start melting the hair. So that's why I said make sure you start on a low temperature level before you start curling. And you could test out a piece of hair in the back too. Test it out on your flat irons to see if it's too hot or, if it's right. So that's really the whole method. Like, you just have to feed and click, keep turning your wrist when you're curling, and make sure you just unravel it at the end. You can feed all the hair into it. You don't have to do like I do when I leave the hair at the bottom straight. I just do that because I like how it looks and it leaves more length. But you really can feed all the hair into it and then do it that way as well, and just have a whole curl in the head. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all just watch this video and y'all can curl along with me as well. Thank you for purchasing this video, and I hope you guys enjoy as well. And if you have any questions, you can email me. I will put my email in the description below. And definitely, when you guys try this, send me pictures and videos of how it came out as well. Another thing I do want to tell you guys is make sure you guys flat iron your synthetic wigs before you go in and curl them if you don't already have a straight wig. And I say this because if you're trying to curl a curly wig over, then you're going to need to change the texture because it won't look as polished as mine do. I don't know why, like when you flat iron the synthetic hair, it gives it a whole new texture and a feel to it rather than how it was when it was curly. But you guys make sure that the hair is completely straight before you go in and start curling it. It'll just it goes for better results, and you guys will see. Like, try to curl a piece of hair that's already curly and then curl one when it's straight. You guys will definitely see the difference. So when you guys are done curling, you are going to comb your curls out with a wide tooth comb. Do not use a fine tooth comb because it will make the hair frizzy. Get a wide tooth comb and comb it out from the bottom up. And that is how you achieve this look on a synthetic wig. I hope this was helpful to you guys, and thank you for watching.